Hey, it's Josh from the See You at the Finish Line podcast. Welcome back. We are presented by the Jeffrey Center. We have new guests from around campus on every episode, including students and student organizations, as well as faculty and staff. I am your host, director, writer, producer Josh Brown. And what the goal of this podcast is to bring the campus and community together. We really just want to make this large community a little smaller for you. And this is our first bonus episode of the summer. All right, our first guest for the summer is Hannah from the School of Chemical Sciences. I hope I said that correct. Thanks for being here.
You got it. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, in full disclosure, everyone, we had a great interview, and let's just put it on me. I messed up, and this is round 2, so we're going to try to bring it for this one as well. Hannah, thanks for being here, and could you tell me a little bit about your position on campus and your journey to getting here?
Yes. So I'm an academic advisor in the School of Chemical Sciences. I've been here for about 2-ish years, and in our department we work with alpha split, so only undergraduates in a certain last name category. But before coming to campus, I was a teacher for about 7 years. So then, when I did the career change, I was really wanting to still work with people. And I think working with undergraduate students is really great, especially, they're in this transitional phase and there's a lot of support. Sometimes it's their first time away from home. So it's sort of fun and rewarding to be that support for students.
That's awesome. That's amazing. That's kind of like my journey as well. I was a teacher at first, and then I came over here. So I completely get it. It's sticking in education, still helping students in just a different way. So
exactly.
Yeah. So can I ask, what did you teach before?
I taught pre-K, 3rd grade, but for the most part, 2nd grade.
Well,
for the longest chunk of time.
Yeah, that is a little bit different than college students.
Yes, there's still a lot of transferable skills, especially having worked with parents as they're navigating stuff. I think that applies, even though it's a very different topic, but those skills definitely apply.
Absolutely. There are so many times within this job, I am surprised that I am talking to parents, but that might just be the old me saying that, Yeah. It might be a norm now. But anyway, all right. So what exactly does an academic advisor do?
So on paper, an academic advisor, we're here to support you through your academic journey. So for the most part, our goal is getting you to graduation. So from the beginning, from the new student registration appointment we're looking at your AP scores, looking at your interests, and creating a schedule that works best for you. And I think I already said it, but end goal, getting you to graduation. And whether that's in our major or you decide to change majors or your goals change, we're here to help you through that journey. And then outside of that, the campus is big. For a lot of students, it might be your first time. You might be a first generation student, first time away from home. So it's a huge transition. So just talking with students and getting them to the support they need, whether that's tutoring or there's a lot of first generation series, the Jeffrey Center, but just connecting you with resources on campus that will help you, do well, and your success is our success, and we want to help you get there.
Awesome. And thanks for the plug for the Jeffrey Center.
Yeah.
Look at that. But no,
we do a lot of match tutoring, like, you can get match tutoring at the Jeffrey Center.
Absolutely.
So that's something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We do have a lot of tutoring. And in all honesty, I'm just going to plug it myself here real quick. Chemistry and math are our biggest things we tutor in. Like, it is insane. Like, chemistry, I don't understand yet the difference between like high school AP chemistry and Chem 101 here at the U of I, because there seems to be a gigantic difference.
Yes.
Yeah, students just like, I'm not going to say bomb, but I'm going to say they are all coming in with like, oh my gosh, I'm getting like a C or a D and I'm an A student. Like, it happens all the time for chemistry.
And I think that transition can be really hard, especially getting used to there being a curve. So just having to make that adjustment and be like, okay, I'm getting this grade, but my end grade will be more like this, and I have to study on my own time, not in class. So I think all of that can be really hard. So definitely anyone taking chemistry, go to tutoring.
Absolutely. It sounds like, our jobs are fairly similar minus the academic side, even though we do talk about academic. But yeah, as a student success advisor, we're doing the same things you guys are, just finding the right resources and trying to help the students, get through their school year and get to graduation. There's so many more resources on a campus than there was when I was a student, and probably even when you were a student, to be honest. And yeah, I mean, you're paying for it. Take advantage of it.
Yes. I always say to students, like, your tuition's paying for some of this tutoring, these resources. You might as well get your money's worth and take advantage of it.
Well, we kind of hit on it, but what are some of the differences maybe between an academic advisor and some of the other advisors on campus? Because there's so many different advisors.
Yes. So, I mean, the main difference primarily is course planning. So for academic advisors, we're working on planning out your schedule. If you have time conflicts, you need an override into a closed section, prerequisite override, just lots of things specific to the coursework. We're here to help you with that. And then outside of it, we're hopefully your first resource on campus over the summer. So we want to be a familiar face and a familiar person if a student needs support and it's not necessarily something that we can do. We want to be able to refer them out. So hopefully just being that first touch to resources on campus as well.
Absolutely. And the whole course planning, I mean, I've done it with students, but they should definitely, I'm always telling them, like, go to your academic advisor. And half the time they're like, well, who's that? And I'm like, well, let me tell you, because they think I'm their academic advisor. But yeah, you guys are the experts in that, not me, not the Jeffrey Center. We can help you set it up, but 9 times out of 10, there's going to be some little question we're going to have as well. So yes, absolutely going to you guys is the best. Well, how can students make appointments with their academic advisors?
It depends a lot on the office, which I know can be pretty confusing. So I can go over how our office does it, and I think the Career Center does it this way, and maybe Granger Advising, but I'm not sure on that one. So we use something called Handshake, which is a platform where you can make appointments. It's also a career platform. So if your major uses it, you can see job postings as well, or internship postings. But basically, you just schedule a 30-minute appointment with your advisor. And outside of that, we also have drop-in hours, and most advising offices have some form of drop-in hours. So for us, we only have scheduled appointments with students in our major, and then the drop-in advising is for everyone. But if you're looking to switch into the major, or you have like a small question about a chemistry class, that's something that Express would be really good for. And usually they're like 10 to 15 minutes. But outside of that, every office does it a little differently, which can be very, very confusing. So some use the Outlook bookings. Some have a Zoom waiting room for their drop-in hours. Some have walk-in hours all day. So it really depends. And Google will be your friend in trying to find out how an office does it, which I know sort of adds to the confusion. But yeah.
Well, no, I mean, it makes sense, but it's also like a skill to learn, like advocating for yourself and like finding resources on your own. Because especially if you're a freshman, you've probably never done that before. So I think it makes sense. I will say a Zoom waiting room sounds terrible. And
I don't know that many offices do it anymore. I think it's sort of a holdover from COVID years, but I've definitely seen it. Well, I've looked before.
I mean, I'm going to have to Google Handshake because I have no idea what that is. We use bookings. So yeah, you're right. Everybody is all over the place, all over. But so what should students come prepared for when they meet with you or any academic advisor? I'm always kind of giving them, what I think they should come to you guys with, which is usually some sort of plan or ideas for their classes. But what would you say are the one and two things that they should always come with?
Yeah, I would say, so generally a course plan, and it doesn't have to be a full graduation plan. The graduation plan can be pretty flexible, but definitely ideas for next semester. That way we can talk over course load. We can talk over if you have any prerequisite issues, but we can sort of get through that so you have a good schedule for future semesters. And outside of that, especially if it's your first year, coming with things that you feel proud of from the year and also areas where you need support. And advising is judgment free. And I think a lot of students get worried about being, upfront about things sometimes, but we're here to help you. It's no worry. We want to get you that support. So definitely sharing areas where you're struggling so we can try and get you resources that you need. But we also want to celebrate you because college can be hard. Yeah. And there are many, many things to celebrate as you go through your academic career. And then I would say another thing is if you're thinking of study abroad or if you want to do a co-op or anything like that, starting earlier is always better. And that way we can work through the plan and make sure, you'll graduate on time with all the classes you need, and you're not going to have a very, very busy semester because of study abroad or a co-op or something like that.
Okay, perfect. That makes sense. And you just said something that caught my ear. So I'm going to follow up with this question. You said graduate on time. Now, I know that traditionally everybody is like, that's 4 years. But that is not reality a lot of times.
No.
So I was wondering if you could kind of talk about that, because I have a lot of conversations with students that are like upset about that. And I have to remind them that it's not normal. And it wasn't for me either. So
yeah. And especially so in our department, we also have chemical engineering, and I think the average graduation is 4.5 years. I might be off on that, so don't quote me. But I generally, LAS gives you 10 semesters, and I think across the college as well. And you can even petition to extend past that. So you take the time you need. If it's 4.5 years, if it's 5 years, you take the time you need to get to the degree, and it's not a failure. It's not anything like that. You're still successfully getting to the end. And part of that conversation too is talking about the resources you need with that. So I think a lot of students as well get nervous about paying for additional semesters or having a longer time before earning money after they graduate, which is a real thing that we should talk about in advising appointments. But we always talk about appeals for financial aid or different things we can do. But having that conversation is really important because it will get you to the resources you need or funding or scholarships, hopefully. But it takes time, and that's okay. And especially, the first year of college can be really challenging for students with that transition. So sometimes it's bouncing back from that. Sometimes it's taking the co-op so you graduate a semester or two later. Sometimes it's making sure that you have balanced semesters so you take an additional semester. A lot of our transfer students as well need more time. So there are a lot of reasons, but it's definitely something we want to support students through with that decision making. I sort of rambled a little bit.
No. Everything you're saying is completely correct. And the only thing I would add to it is, from my own experience, in the real world outside of college, no one cares how long it took you.
Exactly. Yes.
So it's not like that's on your job application.
No.
They just want to know that you can follow through with what you started. That's
exactly
basically it.
Yep.
So, all right. Well, I do have a fun question for you. I'm wondering if you can tell us all about the greatest candy in the world twin snakes.
Yes, twin snakes are Haribo gummy, and they're very delicious, and they have a sweet and sour snake together. And it's great, in my opinion.
They are amazing, and I want to thank you for introducing them to me. Honestly, as we're recording this last weekend,
Yeah.
I have ate like half of a 5-pound bag in those like past 4 days.
Perfect,
So,
though. No, I had a lot yesterday, actually.
They are
It's a problem.
so good. And
Yeah.
I feel like they don't even all taste the same.
Mm-hmm.
They are so
They have
good.
good flavor variety.
I cannot believe how hooked I am. I don't eat a lot of candy, but I am hooked. Like, I didn't eat lunch yesterday because I ate so many of them. So I owe you big time because
Good.
Or I'm just gonna get really sick and then I owe you.
And then you'll resent me.
Yes, exactly. But well, do you have any like parting words? Anything you'd like to share? Anything at all?
I guess just remember that your advisor is a resource and we're here to support you no matter what that is.
Absolutely. Very good. All right. Well, thanks again for being on the podcast. I really appreciate it. And this time I'm going to make sure it recorded.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you. This week, we have special guest from Illini Grupo in the Second Wind Running Club here in town. All right. So one of our guests today is Ivan from Grupo Illini. Thanks for being here, Ivan.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation.
Absolutely, absolutely. So what can you tell me about you guys' organization? I don't know much about you. I've heard about you, but I don't know much about it. So could you give me a little bit of info?
Yeah, definitely. So we are Grupo Illini. We are a Latin music RSO here on campus. We were established back in 2022. So we're coming up on about 4 years of being here on campus in May. But basically, we are a Latin music ensemble that like specializes in a variety of genres within the Latino music sphere. So you can think about like cumbia, salsa, norteño, mariachi music, bolero, just like a wide variety of these Latin genres. And then we, as a group, we learn how to play these genres, a variety of songs. Like, for example, we've played Como la Flor by Selena or Bésame Mucho. So we just learn a bunch of these songs. And then we do performances both on campus, off campus, just a wide variety. So in the past, we've collaborated with La Casa here on campus. So we've performed for some of their events that they've had in the past, like Las Posadas or Dia de las Madres. And then we've also done off-campus performances, like usually for September and October when it's Hispanic Heritage Month. Schools in the surrounding area, they want like music groups to go out and perform a couple of songs. So we did that this past September for one school in the area. But yeah, currently the ensemble, we're composed of guitars, bass, vocalists, percussion, violins, viola, flute, trumpet, accordion, and piano. So we're just really open to whatever instrument people play and that they're like motivated to play Latino music.
Oh, wow. Okay, that is great. And honestly, too, I go to La Casa quite a bit, so that was a great shout out to them. I love La Casa; they're amazing over there. But yeah. And so, okay, you're mentioning all these instruments? Is it one of each, or can you have multiple guitars, or what can you do?
Yeah. So right now we don't put really a restriction on the number of instruments that the ensemble has. Like, I think currently we have about 3 guitars, 4 violins, and then for some of the like more niche instruments that is usually like one person. Like for example, violas we only have one right now. Accordion we only have one, but we're just really open to whatever people play. So we usually don't put caps on the count for each instrument.
Okay, okay. And how could someone get involved if they wanted to with this?
Yeah. So we hold auditions both for the fall semester and spring semester towards the beginning of each semester. So usually how we do it is that we have a interest period that usually about like 1 week to 2 weeks, and then people just sign up if they're interested in auditioning. Then we're gonna move to our round one auditions, which are video auditions. So we send people who are interested in joining the ensemble. We send them sheet music for songs based on what instrument they're auditioning for, and then from there we're gonna review those videos, and if they make it past round one, then we're gonna invite them to join us for about like 3 to 4 rehearsals that we have during a dedicated week, and that's basically just a chance for them to be able to see how Grupo plays, what songs we do, and for them to have that chance to play with us and see if they like playing with the group.
Wow, that's amazing. That is a whole process that someone goes through. I did not realize that. That is really cool. So you have some really good and talented musicians, I'm assuming, in this group then. They went through all of that. So that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, well, if somebody wanted to have you guys perform, how would they get a hold of you?
So they can do through a variety of ways. So we've done we've had people message us through our email. We've had them contact us on Instagram through like members that are part of the ensemble, and then from there they just give us like basic information regarding what they want to contract us for, so like date, time, stuff like that, and then we talk within the group to see if we have enough members to be able to perform for that event or thing that they want us to perform for, and then from there we let them know yes we can do it, or if we can, and maybe we know of a different group that can also perform for their event.
Okay, very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, this has been really great. This has been very informational, and I really appreciate you being on this episode. Like I said to you earlier, this is going to be on our very first summer episode, so I really appreciate it. And we will promote you guys, and I really hope people reach out and want to join. You guys sound like you're an amazing group. All right, and one of our guests this week is Susan from the Second Wind Run Club. Thanks for coming, Susan.
You're welcome. Good to be here.
Yeah, I am so happy to have you on. And could you tell us your role within the club?
Currently, my role is president. I've been president since probably like last summer. So I'm entering in like my first full year as president.
Nice. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you replaced Ramses.
I did. He had to move away. He moved out of town, and I was getting ready to retire from the university.
Okay.
So I knew I would have a little bit of extra time on my hands. And since I was already a board member and had been a board member for 4 years, 5 years. So I knew the ropes and knew I could at least get us to the finish line, at least till like our next like a big annual meeting. So I stepped in because I just have the experience.
Nice.
So.
Very nice. Yes, Ramses has dropped off the face of the earth. So
I still see him on Strava, but that's about. And the occasional he makes an appearance as he's passing through town. But that's rare.
It is rare. Yeah. But could you tell us a little bit about the Second Wind Run Club? I know it's open to the public in town, and whatever you want to share, the history, how you get involved, anything.
So I did find a little piece of history today, actually. Okay. The club officially, it came to be in 1983. So
wow.
It's been around for, 46 years, if I can do the math right?
You are not doing the math right, because I was born in 84.
Oh.
So it's 43 years old.
Well, it was the fall of 83.
How dare you call me that old?
Well, I'm older than you. So it started, actually, there were apparently some runners that were getting together in the 70s.
Okay.
And would meet at a place here on campus, and then they were meeting on the weekends for long runs, and then word kind of spread, I guess, that this was going on. So other people wanted to join, and then there were some discussions apparently of should we form an official club, and then they finally pulled the trigger, I guess, in 1983, and Second Wind came to be.
Wow. So any ideas on how the name was chosen?
That I don't know. I have some inklings, but I don't know for sure how it came to be, but
well, you see the bumper stickers everywhere, the magnets.
Yes, with our current logo.
Yes.
Yeah. The logo has changed over the years, but that's the current logo.
I didn't know it had. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how do you get involved? How do you join this? And what are the benefits of joining this?
So we have a website, secondwindrunningclub.org. There's all kinds of information on there about events, how to join. We've got a couple different membership level tiers. So individuals can join as $20. Household is $30, and you can have up to 7 or 8 people listed as on your household. The benefits to join, you get to come and hang out with other runners. So that's number one. It's a pretty big community. I've been in the club for, I think, 13 years now. So I've stuck around. I've made some, I guess, lifelong friends in this. So it's more than just running for some people. It can just be running too. If you don't want to run by yourself, we're a great group to join and run. So right now every week we have a run on Tuesday. We have a run on Thursday. The Tuesday night one, we're currently meeting at Meadowbrook Park.
Okay.
And then the second Tuesday of every month, we actually meet at Triptych here in town. And then Thursday night there's a run at Riggs out in Urbana. And then there's a training program going on right now that meets on Saturdays. That's to get people geared up for Illinois race weekend.
Okay.
For half training. And then we do kind of a more informal training for anyone that's doing a fall half or a full marathon. And we usually start that up in, I believe, July. So just another way for people to to meet up with fellow runners. We have people of all paces. We have people that do run walk. We have the speedy people. So odds are you will find someone to run with. And then just so many different experiences of people in their personal life and work life. We have grad students, PhD students, all the way up to retired people. We have retired faculty. So the age range is a lot, and everybody has got different experiences that they can share with people, whether it's running or just life in general. So it's a nice little community. It is running, but it seems to be a little bit more than that too. That
was going to be my next question, was the age range, because other running groups in town seem to gravitate towards a certain age, it seems like, but this is very all-encompassing.
Yeah, and that's, I think, the great part of it is you've got some of the younger crowd, as I will put them, because I am not in that anymore. So it's nice to be able to maybe talk with people that have run several marathons, run half marathons, to get tips, advice, tricks. People maybe are exploring, hey, I'm thinking about doing my first ultra. We have people that have done ultra marathons in the club. So it's a nice group of people to be able to have that kind of a resource. If you're new to running, we've got lots of experienced people that are more than happy to share their advice, their experiences. different races that maybe people haven't heard of in the area or even somewhere else of like, hey, I'm traveling to California. Does anybody know of something? So just little things like that. So,
okay. Yeah, I know a lot of us go to the Indy race.
Yes, that's the big fall one. That's what that informal summer training is geared for.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, we have to kind of have a date to like backtrack the training.
Oh, okay.
So it's usually like about a 16-week training block, I think. And that's the one that we kind of pinpoint, but people can adjust. Because there are other people that do different fall races, but that seems to be the one that most of the members will attend just because it's close and it's a flat course. I've never done it, but
I did
someday.
I did it in the rain, and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Not the rain the year that it was like 30 degrees.
Yeah, I mean, aside from the cold, it was fine. But so I took two things from what you said.
Okay.
One, why am I paying $20?
Oh yeah, I didn't touch on that.
When I am in a household with someone.
Need to discuss that with your other household member.
This is true. Here is my serious question.
Mm-hmm.
As someone who is new to running, even though I had, ran in high school and coached running or track and things like that, as I've gotten older, it seems as though anytime I train for anything, I get injured. What is the deal? How do it seems like some people in the run club never get injured. And I just am like, how? What are you doing? Like, how are you running like 40 miles a week and not getting injured? Like, that makes no sense to me.
I'm sure some of that is genetics, probably. Some of it is people train. They do too much mileage too fast. You have to build a base. I was there once too, and I'm kind of there again. My mileage has really dropped off. So it's, and then as you get older, your body doesn't recoup like it used to, unfortunately. So there's probably lots of factors. Do you strength train? Do you...
You've seen my Strava.
True. I'm sure it's lots of factors. I mean, I've been injured multiple times, had stress fractures, but every time I've come back, you have to be sure you come back slowly. Don't do too much too soon, even though your body is ready to go and take off. You have to dial it back and know it's a whole process of let's not do too much too soon, because then you're going to be right back.
I feel like it's a mental game right now with me. Like, because I can feel it's getting better, but it's also not. I know I shouldn't be out doing anything, but it's driving me nuts.
No, I get it.
Because I was not pumped about running a half, and then I got real excited once I started doing it. It was like looking forward to the runs every day. Like, I bought in, and now I'm just like, all right, I'll sit on the couch.
Big injuries that I had was like my mileage was really good. Everything seemed to be going along. And then all of a sudden it was, no, you have to stop immediately. So I had to stop, and I didn't run for like 4 months.
Oh, wow.
I couldn't even really walk.
Yeah.
Because I had stress reactions.
Okay.
So that was a process to come back from, but it was very frustrating to go from everything was pumping along to all of a sudden, nope, you have to stop. So it's frustrating. I do know that when that happened, I was still trying to come to things and at least make an appearance. And then when I got cleared, when I got cleared to walk, I would still come and at least, do what I could do and still get to hang out with people and hear what everybody else was doing and try not to be, I was trying to be supportive of them while still sitting there going, I wish I could be up there with you. But sometimes it's just a process and it's hard, especially if you've been doing really well and then you get hurt. And then
I think I just ramped it up too quick is what I think.
That's usually probably the number one way that people start getting hurt is you do too much too soon. So.
Yeah. Well, the other run group I talked to, they just said, stop getting old.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah. Okay, so I do have another question. this is something that I cannot figure out when I'm running. And I know other people can, but I have not gotten there. So maybe you have advice on how other people can get there. How do you just get to the point where you zone out when you're running? Because you hear so many people say that they do that, like they're just not thinking about anything. They're just enjoying it. Like the whole time I'm running, I'm like, I got to get home and do this. I got to do that. When is this over? Like, I want to get this done by a certain time.
Where's my banana at the end?
Yes.
That's a good question. I know most of my runs are a hard struggle. And then there's the ever so occasional, everything is clicking. It feels effortless. I even remember a single run where I knew that happened, and it's been years ago. I reflect back to that one because it was a day where everything just was clicking right. So, yeah, I don't know.
It's so strange to me to hear when people are like, yeah, it's so therapeutic and I just need it. It's my mental escape. And I'm like, I'm driving myself nuts the whole time.
Well, I started running probably 13, 14 years ago. And it was just because I was walking with a couple of friends in the neighborhood and it felt like it wasn't quite enough. Stress relief. I had a young kid at the time. So I was looking for other things. I joined a little kind of boot camp thing one summer and discovered I don't like group exercise classes.
Me neither, yeah.
But the running part of it actually felt okay. And I was surprised by that because I did track in high school too.
Yeah.
And I always ended up hurt. So I always thought running was never like my thing. But that little boot camp experience kind of the little bug got there. So I started like the Couch to 5K program.
Okay.
And it was a struggle, but I did do a 5K.
Nice.
I ended up hurt. So it was fine. But the seed had been planted.
Yeah.
It was kind of a nice way to go out. And I try to turn my brain off. But yes, I do have the runs where I sit there and go, I got to take care of this. I got to take care of this. I try to turn my brain off as much as I can because then it was, especially with being a mom and having a young kid, it was just time for me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It was my time. I was just out there. I didn't have to take care of anyone. I didn't have to answer to anyone.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I bought into it. It was something for me.
Okay.
So
maybe if I can get rid of a honey-do list.
Good luck.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it sounds like a great organization or club. Yeah. And I mean, I am a card-carrying member as well, even though you wouldn't know it. And
so the thing is, we actually have about 250 active members.
Oh, really?
Yes, that are paid dues members.
Wow.
We don't have that many that show up at our weekly events.
Yeah.
It would be great if more people would. So I don't know the story behind that, but that's how many members we currently have. The club has actually had over 400 before, but
wow,
400 or 500. COVID,
yeah, that makes sense.
Killed a lot of things. So the membership numbers dropped, but since things have slowly, over the years opened back up, the membership numbers are, they're slowly crawling back up. But we're always trying to find different ways to reach out to people and let them know that we exist.
Well, and so you have social media. We
do. So we've got the website. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook.
Okay.
We're actually, there's a club page on Strava as well.
What?
Yeah.
How do I not know that?
There's not as many people in that, but it does exist. I don't know how many people actually post to that, but then there's, but it does exist.
Okay.
The club also hosts and runs 4 different races in the area. So there's actually the Clinton Ultra, which is this coming weekend.
Oh, that's right.
Out at Clinton Lake.
That's a tough one. That's a tough run.
I've never actually been out there because that is outside my wheelhouse. So they have a 10-mile option and then a 30-mile option for the ultra part of it. But that's this weekend. And then we do Buffalo Trace, which is out at Lake in the Woods in Mahomet. And that's usually in May of each year. And then we do the Countryside 10K, which is out in Sydney, Illinois. So southeast of Champaign-Urbana. And then in the last weekend of October is the Allerton Park Trail Run.
Okay.
And that's the fun one. That's on the trails.
Yeah.
I'm the race director of that one too.
Nice.
So
There you go.
Not only do I do presidential duties, but I have that as well. So we have those 4 races that we're in charge of.
What is the difference for people who don't know with a regular race and a trail race?
So normally if you think regular race like road race, you're talking about we're running on pavement. The trail races will be generally for the most part all on trails. So you're looking at dirt. You got to look out for rocks, tree roots. Allerton, you got to look out for the big old walnuts that are on the ground. You've got leaves, you've got mud, you've got...
So you're going to get injured.
No, you may fall.
Yeah.
But hopefully you don't get injured.
Do people wear different shoes usually for that? You
can. I've been had people ask that question for the Allerton race. And I tell people, if you have the like trail runners, go ahead and wear them because it maybe just will give you a little like extra traction. But if you don't have them, you'll still be okay.
Okay.
The terrain around here isn't as rough.
Yeah.
So I also work part-time at Body and Soul, the local.
You're pretty busy for being
store.
Retired.
I know. I stay busy. So when people come in and they say, well, I like to go out and run on trails or walk on trails, I always have to stop them and go, exactly are we talking about trails? Because around here, trails isn't.
I gotcha.
Like we're going to go out and hike a trail in Colorado or something kind of deal. So that's really the big difference around here is that it's different terrain, it's different. You're on dirt versus pavement. Okay. Kind of thing. So
very cool.
Your pace will definitely be different if you're running on trails because there's so many different things you got to look out for. So you're trail running, you're looking down because you want to see
what's in front of
you. And then if you're just road race, you're able to look a little bit further ahead. So
interesting. I've never done a trail one. I've been out there for the Clinton and walked a lot of it, but I'm with you. That's out of my.
I did that. I did the Allerton race myself before COVID, and I said I would never run it again. No. So now I'm just in charge of it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it was. I was miserable and cursing myself. Like, what am I doing out here?
Well, you've made this sound so much fun.
No, so I know you had touched on it earlier of the, what are my membership dues actually? What's that for?
Yeah, what are they? Because I know sometimes people forget to pay for the dinner part as well because they thought it was for the dues.
No. So your dues help cover us. We have a couple different pizza parties that we host for club members every year. We do one in the spring and one in the fall. And then we have our annual banquet in January. And so the membership dues help offset costs of that. And we give out like club awards at our annual banquet. Don't say it.
I have nothing to say. I'm very happy for all the award winners.
So we have things like that. We give out club awards. Just kind of do a recap of the year at that annual banquet. So we also have a timing crew. So we have a crew that goes out and times local races as well.
Okay.
So So it's not just supporting, the club-owned races, essentially, but we'll go out and time other races in the area or even races here on campus, too. So membership dues will also help us keep that equipment up to date, or if something breaks, if we need to replace something. So the membership dues will help us with those kind of costs as well. Sorry. It's a couple cups of coffee, or maybe even one, depending on how big your cup of coffee is for $20.
I think my cup of coffee is going to get smaller when I go home and have a chat. So,
so that's what the dues are for. It's not a lot, and it supports stuff. And then you never know, there may be something that the board will come up with, something different that we can do, or a different type of club award we can give out, and maybe dues will help support something like that. So it's always evolving with those costs. But to me, there's the dues, which isn't that much in my opinion. To me, the club, for me personally, it's just brought me friendship. There's several people that I know are going to be lifelong friends that I met early on. So there's that side of it. To me, is you find your people. Yes, you have people to run with, but then you also will go out and we'll meet people on the side for hey, let's get together and go have drinks somewhere. Let's go have lunch somewhere. So, we do that.
My entire friend group, people are associated with the run club.
Yeah, I have that part too. But that's what I have found in the club, is that sense of community and friends. And yes, you have someone usually to run with, and then you can run and chitty chat and get caught up on things. How are your kids doing, or how's the job going? Or if someone just maybe needs to vent about something, then you can just sit there and listen while you're running. And so to me, it's that kind of community that it's been for me. That makes
perfect sense.
So
it's amazing.
It's not just running.
Yeah, I think it's great. And overall, the club is great. And I appreciate you being on here.
You're welcome.
And I appreciate you preemptively telling me that I will get an award next year.
You have to be nominated. And the board has to vote.
I do know last year I was nominated. I will say that.
The board
for
votes.
For 7 different awards.
The board votes. So it's not just me.
I'm glad I know who's on the board now. But anyway, maybe I'll get comeback award once I'm off crutches.
Yeah, and then so those awards we'll change those every year too. We have some that are pretty solid every year, like male runner of the year, female runner of the year. But then some of the fun ones, or
Jed the dog.
Jed the dog got one.
Yeah. Jed, for people who don't know, Jed lives with me. Or I live with Jed is more like it.
Jed is very well known in the club.
Yeah,
even though he's been hurt, so he hasn't been able to come and run. But
he's won best four-legged companion.
Four-legged companion.
Yeah, he's a good mascot.
He is.
So all right.
But those awards will change every year. There's a few standard ones, but then we usually try to have some fun ones every year, and we'll change it up.
Well,
so
I'll make sure I'm nominated. So
come up with your own new category.
All right. Well, thanks again for being here, and I hope anyone who is interested reaches out. We will put all the socials out and everything. And thanks again.
You're welcome.
All right. This week, I want to thank all our guests and the students that were on the podcast. I want to thank the Jeffrey Center for putting on the podcast, as well as everyone who helped promote this podcast. I really appreciate that. And remember, your journey is your journey. It doesn't always have to be a sprint. Sometimes it's better to run the marathon. The See You at the Finish Line podcast is a podcast created, written, directed, and produced by Josh Brown. It is supported by the Jeffrey Center, and all music comes from Ben Tessat from bensound.com. You can get his music for free on bensound.com. If you like this podcast, please rate, review, subscribe on all our platforms. We can be found on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iHeart, Podcast Addict, and YouTube.